We are looking at thousands of interdimensional light ships that have showed up at the observatory in Hawaii. You may say, Gina, that's totally impossible. There's no such thing as interdimensional anything, let alone interdimensional light ships. Well, there are people who do investigate interdimensional travel, interdimensional portals. I think CERN is one of those people one of those big organizations that like to inquire about interdimensional and parallel worlds. They really do. So thank you for joining me. And we are going to get over here. I'm going to get on my YouTube channel. We got 108 watching. That's wonderful. Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Oh, you was just reading the book of Enoch. Yeah. That's a very interesting book. And, you know, it's really neat when you can listen to it on audio. You can listen to a lot of books about the ones that have not made it into the Bible. You can listen to them. There's other interesting things you can look at too. But I want to make sure you all can hear me. You can hear me. Yes, you can. That's wonderful. You know what's really interesting? This is what's interesting. We don't get moderators on here because sometimes, you know, they just don't, they don't notify my moderators, but that's okay. You all are good. You are good. Yeah. So, let's get over here, you all. We're going to talk about these thousands of interdimensional light ships at the observatory in Hawaii. And I recorded some of that observatory footage. I went over here to this live webcam right here in Hawaii. And I want you to look at it. See, this is the live footage. If we look over here, you'll see what's coming down, and it's not snow. It's not snow. It's literally light ships is what they are. Now see how big that one was? Let me just let you see what I was looking at, because at the 52 mark, even though, see, now look at that. You know, let me tell you something. Gina, honey, will you please flip that camera around? Yes, you all. I am so sorry. That's kind of embarrassing. You all, that's kind of embarrassing. I did not flip that camera around, but you all, come on now. This is not snow that's falling down. They're actually interdimensional ships that are in our dimension. They're the cylindrical shape. And they quite possibly could be a plasma-like form. I want to make sure you're all able to see that screen. Yes, you can see it. That's right. Yes, you are. So now look at that. You know that's not snow. Now let me do this, you all. Let's take a screenshot. We just for the sake of it, we're going to take a screenshot. So we're going to see that, because I was sitting there watching them. I was sitting there watching that live webcam. I thought, now that's coming down really fast. And I've seen a lot of other things. I thought, you know, that ain't, that's not, whoopsie, honey. Yeah, that's not, Gina, honey, what's going on? That's not interdimensional. That's not snow. It's not. These are literally cylindrical shapes. They're literally coming down. Okay, they're coming down. And there were great big ones, and then there were a slew of smaller ones, you all. A slew of smaller ones. Look at the shape of this. I hope that this is all right, Apple Brooks, and bang bang mucka bang. Thank you all for joining. Yeah, so we want to look at some of this, you all, and I hope you're all doing okay. I'm doing okay, you all. I am. I thought I need a little bit of a break, so I took a little bit of a break, and that's all right. We can do that at times to gather ourselves. So look at this. Let's see if we can see anything else. Well, we can see this right here. You know that that's not a snowflake, and plenty of you. Let's just say this: a lot of you have seen these type of interdimensional ships in your photos. You've seen them. They have been documented. I've seen them myself and other people's photos too. They have documented them. And you have to ask yourself, why doesn't the military, why don't the governments of the world put this information like this out? Why can't they share stuff like this? Why can't they? Are they afraid that it's going to scare the people? Perhaps they are. They may be afraid, but that's okay, you all. That is quite all right. We can do it ourselves. We really can do it ourselves, and we will do it ourselves. Let's come back over here to this screen. So we see these coming down. You can even see like one over here. I've got this so small. Whoa. You all, we got it spinning around because I clicked it too much. That's what it did. I clicked it too much, and now it doesn't want to cooperate with me. Oh. Yeah, I kind of missed it. So now look. So watch what we did. See, you can see them coming down. See, look at the pattern. So look at the pattern. 1, 2, 3. You know that's not snowflakes unless they are intelligent snowflakes, which I don't think they're intelligent snowflakes. I literally believe that they are interdimensional, cylindrical shape ships. That's what I feel they are. Look at them. 1, 2, 3. They have been coming down. What if they're going down into the ground, because they have that capability? They have the capability to penetrate the surface of this earth and go down into the ground. That's interesting. And what's down there? You know, what's down there? What is down there that they have to do this? Look, did you just see that? Did you all just see that? Come on now. Now, did you know this ain't no snowflake? No, it's not snowflake. It's none of that, you all. These are interdimensional light ships. They're cylindrical shape, and they're going down, and they're going into the ground. Now, see, I documented these, it's been several months ago, you all, and when we went to, I think it was the Brest Hotel in France, when we was looking at the plasma and stuff, and there was a time that, I sat and documented these type of things going in the ground. I did it for around an hour or two of these type of ships going into the ground. There was like 4 locations within that area of France that they went into the ground. See, look at that, you all. Come on now. Can you see what I'm talking about? That's right. You can see it. And I don't get scared looking at these. I really don't. I think it's rather fascinating. But I think it's a big telltale sign that, hey, this is not to be dismissed. It isn't, you all. It is not. Look, see, these are 1, 2, 3, 4. They went over here too. Let me ask you all, can you all see those? Can you see them at that, even though they're small, can you see them? Yes, bang, bang, muck, bang. You can see it. Yes, we can do it. Whoa! Did you see that great big one that popped on there? You all see, you can come back at this video and you can pause it once we get through this video, because it happened. A lot of it had happened during that time span. Look at them. No, that's not snow. It's not, you all. I've slowed it down so you could see some of it. And it might be enough for you to see right there. That might be enough, but I want to go to the video because I do have it in a video format. Is what I've got. I went through and I edited a video that would be highlighting. No, bang, bang. I don't think they'd be 5G satellites, because they were coming from the sky is what they were doing. Coming from the sky. Let me show you a photo of it that I had taken. Now, see this right here? Some people may look at this and say, you know what, Gina, honey, that is a reflection. No, it really is. It's a Merkaba. I looked it up. It's interdimensional Merkaba light ships where they travel. They travel in these light ships, you all. You may say, Gina, what do you mean interdimensional? Well, let's come over here. So I was looking up polygon because it kind of like has the shape of a polygon. So look at this. Understanding the Merkaba interdimensional travel. Right here, you all. So look at this. So here's this right here. Look at this. The diagram below shows the Platonic solids and Archimedean solids and all of this kind of stuff. Okay, all of this kind of stuff. But yeah, there is like, look at this. So this person said, this type of light ship served as the vehicle in the Contact movie. The Merkaba served as a vehicle in the Contact movie. Okay, Contact right here, albeit far more profound and far out. Okay, so these are supposed to be, I've never seen that movie. I never seen the movie Contact. I didn't. I didn't see it at all, you all. I didn't. So look at that. Merkaba geometries allows one's consciousness to connect with our higher dimensional energy and create powerful conscious gateways into the other spheres. You may say that's totally impossible. Oh, I don't think so. Once our light body is fully activated, there are no places for denser energies to remain. So there you go. And then they talk about Christ's consciousness. You know, he ascended. He ascended in the sky. He really did. So I want to show you all those. What I was getting ready to show you. I know what I was getting ready to show you. I do. Am I back to me? Because I want to be back to me, you all. I really do. I want to show you this one right here. So these are those falling from the sky right here. This is at 9:52:46. Here is what they look like. They are literally cylindrical shape is what they are. And they're all practically the same size, same diameter, and everything. And how could you have, if they were to try to dismiss it as snow, how could you explain how it formed this pattern right here? Just like that. How could you even dismiss it away? See, I don't think you could really. And even like this, you got even larger ones that came down. So they are going down into the ground, probably quite possibly into the other dimension. Now let's get over here, you all. I'm trying to explain this. I'm really trying. This is kind of difficult for me, but that's okay. I'm going to breeze through it. We're going to go right through it, even though I may not know as much as some people do about this. I'm going to do my best. Is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my best. Boom. So let's look at this, you all. Are we over here on this screen? I think we are, you all. Come on now. We can look at this. So let's do this, you all. Let me do this. I'm going to let you all see these right here. Look at the Merkaba ship over here on the side. I had trimmed the video to where it shows all the different instances that it does show up. And it blends perfectly in with the background at times. At times, you all look at this. So this is somebody's in that ship. Somebody is traveling from the other dimension, interdimensional travel, in these Merkaba ships is what's happening. That is what they're doing. They're doing interdimensional travel. And here, right here at the observatory in Hawaii, that's what's interesting. And, you know, it's not by itself either. It is not by itself because there's plenty of these interdimensional ships up there in the sky is what there is. And I've just highlighted. See, you can see the thousands of these one ships coming down in that one frame. That's thousands of them, you all. That ain't snow. That literally is light ships right there that you see. Right there. I just left that part in, but I was mainly focusing on the Merkaba, the light ships that showed up. So you're going to watch it. Oh, Gina, honey, that's it. You all, that's it for that part. That's okay. It can be it, you all. It can literally be it. But guess what I can do? I'm going to show you this. Watch this. See how it shows up? Watch this. It shows up like that. You can see the shadow that goes over it. Then it goes away. Let me put this back to me because I want to show you all how it does. I want to show you all how it does literally show itself and then it literally disappears again. So I think we're back over here on this. Look at this. So it shows up. It's 8:37. They got the seconds on there, which is really wonderful. Look at it. It literally, boom, then it fades away just like that. I want to show them all. I really do because it's really important. This is important. It's important to raise awareness about what is here. It is a new awareness for some people. It is because they may not have even thought about it, thought that it is even possible to have interdimensional ships here, let alone beings in those ships, people traveling. But it is possible. It really is possible. And I do think it's happening. I really do. So look at this down here at the bottom. Can you all see this down here? And I hope that this is all right because I want to show them. They're not of this world, you all. They're not of this world. If you're just tuning in, they're not. And I just want to be able to show this. I just want to click in here and show this to you. No, we haven't been taught. We haven't. See, watch this. Boom, look at the waves that comes over it. And then boom, it just keeps, they literally manifest whenever they want to. You know, I can't stand there and demand a Merkaba ship or any other thing to come in front of me. And there are some people who like to shine lights up in the sky. They told me one time, they said this one time, they said, Gina, take your flashlight and shine it up in the sky at those stars. And you know what I told them? I'm not going to do that, because to me, that's very disrespectful. That's very disrespectful. I can't do that. I wouldn't want somebody shining the light on me. And that's just like, it's against the law to shine big spotlights on the deer during hunting season, because they literally blinds them and they're stuck there. See, but I personally, I cannot do it. I'm not going to take a laser and point it up in the sky at some celestial being up there to see if it's going to twinkle back at me. I'm not going to do that, because I can't do that within my spirit. It's wrong for me. It may not be wrong for you all, but it's wrong for me. I won't do it. I will not do it. I won't do it. I won't. So, did we already look at this, you all? Because I want to look at this one too. I really do. Well, this one doesn't want to cooperate. Well, we can see it. Boom. Okay, so you've seen it. You've seen it. So let me come to another one, you all, because, and there may be people who don't even want to hear this type of talk, but I'm sorry. This is what I was led to share, and I'm going to share it. I am. These are Merkaba light ships, interdimensional. They travel in these. And someone told me a long time ago that you and the ship are one. When you do that, when you travel in those type of ships, they're living, they're organic. And someone mentioned being in a type of ship similar to that, where your consciousness controls it. That sounds really strange, doesn't it? Your consciousness controls the ship, which is really interesting. Yeah. So let me go here to the next one. Let's get over here, you all. I really don't think that these are reflections of a weather machine up here. I really don't. Bang, bang, mucka bang. But you may think it is, but I really don't think there is. I think that there are thousands of these, hundreds of these up there around the sun. I really do. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't a machine up there, because quite possibly there is something up there. There really is something up there in the sky, but I don't think that all of this stuff can be dismissed as a mere reflection. I really can't say that. I won't say it. I really won't say it. But that's all right. It's quite all right. But we're going to look at these regardless. Let's do this so you can see them. This thing literally, on the webcam, it made its way around, and it just showed up whenever it wanted to show up. You can see the different timestamps down here at the bottom. It's like 8:54, and 47 seconds. And then by 8:54 and 51 seconds, it shows up right here. And then it's over here. They're literally clustered all around the sun. These are clustered all around the sun, you all. To think that we're that this is all there is, and that the only thing you see up in the sky is like the reflections of whatever up there, lenses or something. I don't think so. Now, I have caught what you're talking about up there. I have. But this is totally different right here. For these to be showing up like that. Let's push this button, you all. We can do this. We are going to do this. Okay, now look at this. See, these are kind of like rainbowy. Just like this. Watch that. Can you see that? See how it just shows up and then it like disappears? These things are massive. They're absolutely massive in the sky. Yeah. Stay with me, you all. I've only got a few more to go through. I really do, just a few more to go through, you all. And that's about it, just a few more. But I do want to show this. I do. So let's look at this. So you can see that over there. And you have to ask yourself, why are they like rainbowy? See that? Rainbowy. Look at that. Can you see that? I hope that you can. Just like that. Like there's two of them there. There's one there, and then there's one that shows up right here. Now, I will say that this may not be for everybody, but that's okay. That's all right. That is quite all right. I do share a lot of different things on here. If you're just tuning in, I do share a lot of different subjects. I do, because I think that it's good to have variety. It really is. I could not set on one subject. That's not me. I can't do it. That's kind of stifling for me. It really is, you all. So look at this. What's really interesting, if you've seen these, it's literally like the rainbows, like a rainbow ripple. Literally, it flows across these is what it does. I'd invite you to go to that live webcam, and you can look at them yourself. You can slow it down at the slowest speed is what you can do. The very slowest speed would be good if you are so inclined to investigate this. But if you're not, then don't do it. Yeah, because this may not interest everybody. But there are thousands of these, like one ship's coming down through here. Some of this stuff is snow, and you can tell the snow is a lot different because they're completely round, circular, small things. But the other ones that we saw, they were not. They were not. Boom. Yeah. So some feel that these are holograms up in the sky. Roswell Swanson, you feel that this is holograms up in the sky right here. There are people who think that everything will be a hologram. They really do. They also think that Project Bluebeam is going to be coming also. But did you ever think that perhaps the mere thought of Project Bluebeam, the seed was planted a long time ago and had people conditioned for if there were to be visitors from other dimensions and stuff, it would all be dismissed as non-existent as a Project Bluebeam? Have you ever thought of it, like flipped it around and think, well, why would you tell us that way years and years ago and have us conditioned to think a certain way? That's what I would think. Why? Because I'd never heard of it before coming into this journey. I never heard of the Project Bluebeam or anything like that. I didn't. I've always felt that there are other life forms. I've always felt that there are other life forms other than humans. And I've never felt alone. There may be people who have felt alone. But I just never have done that. I really haven't. Let me see if I can get this right here. Let's see if we can do it, you all. Because I want to be able to see if we can see this. Are we over here? Yes, we are. So let's look at this. So let me see it. Boom. We are almost there, you all. We are almost there. We can still look at these. Now this is what I'm talking about right here. Look how they coming down out of the sky. That's at 9:52:45. They're too big to be snowflakes. They are. They literally come down within a matter of seconds is what happens. 46, and they're moving. They move constantly. And if you don't have technology to slow this stuff down, you're not going to see it because they're coming down so fast is what's happening. They're coming down so very fast by the thousands. This is just one clip of it, just one little clip of it. I will say this, at one point that Hawaii telescope, the observatory there, their camera glitched and it turned red. It turned total red. And I don't know why it did it. I don't know what caused the malfunction. I'm not quite sure, but it did, you all, is what happened. Jackie Checklier, you are on. Are you? Do you see yourself on? Sometimes you may write comments, and sometimes they may like disappear. Is what may happen at times. You all just sometimes it might. Um, yeah. Now see, look at that one right there. I still don't know who those belong to. I really don't know. But it doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter to me. I don't feel threatened by them at all. Some may feel threatened by anything other than our normal craft that is in the sky. They may. You'll see up here in the corner. You have another one of these right here. Another one. You know, these could also, I guess, be classified as a form of an orb, if you believe in the orb phenomenon, because those are real. Those are real. Those are very spiritual, the orbs are. And they do say that that's like a Merkaba too, more or less. Look at all of these coming down, you all. There's like thousands of these that had come down. And I'm just wondering, they're coming out of the sun. These literally are coming from up there by the sun is where they're coming, because they're not normal at all. They're not. They just kept coming. I don't know how well you all can see these on here. I really don't. But they got their own formation coming down. They really do. And this could be an interdimensional, part of an interdimensional battle that's taking place. It really could be. I'm not just saying that. It really could. And if you're looking on a small phone, you may not be able to see these. You may not. Let me do this. Let me put this back to me, you all. Let me just show you one example of these, since I have done this. Let me just put it right here. You can barely see them right here, but these aren't snowflakes right here. These are some type of interdimensional ships, and they're all the same size, and they're coming down. And I'm thinking there's some type of a battle, something taking place there is what I'm thinking. In that particular area, there was talk before. You know, they do shut down observatories. Make sure we're on that screen. Al Sanchez, honey, thank you. They did shut down the observatories. Look at this. There's so many of them. I'm not sure if you all can see these, but I can see them on my end. I would encourage you to go to even this timestamp around 103:14. See, we could go over there to like a 103:14 if we can get it to go to that. That's 9:57. That's 117. You all. Let me flip it to me, because we're doing some spinning. Is what's happening. We're doing some spinning. Yes, we are. I gotta wait for it to quit doing its spinning. I don't know why it wants to do it, but it is. I've come too far on here. And I really have. I've come too far in this journey to go back. I have. So, yeah, I've got it going slow. You can see them coming down. Right here, I want to make sure you can see them sporadically coming down. This is their live webcam. And you know, perhaps the battle is right there in the sky also. Perhaps it's right there in the sky, because look how sporadic they are. There's so many of them. 1, 2, 3. They're totally different, you all. If you can look, see, they're going down though. They have these two side by side. They're going all over that place. You know, they put this observatory is on a very high elevation. Look at these. Can you all see those up there? Because I can't tell if you can or can't. I really can't. This one looks like it's separating. Yeah, it's the whoa, there was something on the bottom of that one, you on. I should have took a screenshot, because there literally was. Can you see these on here? I'm going to show you these. Well, actually, I'll just take a screenshot. We'll come back and we'll look at them. Just for the sake of looking at them, we will. Because they're not normal at all. I've got this slowed down a lot, a whole lot, you all. A whole lot. Well, as much as they can get it. And if someone was just looking at this, they certainly they would think that's just snow. That's snow or that's rain. They would think that. But I don't think that because I've been looking at these too long. I really have. And so have a lot of other people. I hope we're on this screen, you all. I want to make sure we're on this screen so you can see it. And we're not going to be on here much longer. I just wanted to show these falling down. You can come at this particular timestamp at 10:03:08 also, and you can look at them. And I'd encourage you to slow them down. Slow down the video. Take your screenshots in this area is what I would say. Because it's not normal. Okay, it isn't. There's too many of them. Too many of them coming down. It's like a whole army, a whole battalion of them, you all. But where are they going? Where are they going? That's what I wonder. Where are they going? I'm just gonna show you these screenshots. I'm not going to continue to show that right there, but I'm just going to go to these screenshots that I took. Only took a few of them, so you could see if we can. It's not right there. It's not that one. It's this one right here. You can see them. They're all the same size. They're all identical. Is what they are. All identical. These types right here. So there's thousands of these particular sizes. It's like having like the same type of a car or something. Now see, this is a larger one right here. But these right here, they're all the same size. Let me see if I can get them. Can you all get them right there? We can get them, you all. We can. So look at that. Just like that, you all. Let me put this back to me. I'm not going to be on here too much longer at all. I'm not. I'm getting ready. Gina, honey, yes, we're getting ready to go to the end of this video right here is what we're getting ready to do. That's what we're getting ready to do. Let me see if I've got this on here. I wanted to see. I think I had a Merkaba on here also. Not in this one right here. I didn't. But I did on the next one. No, that was it, you all. That was it. That was it. So for those, and you may, excuse me, you may feel that that is just a reflection of a lens array up there. You may. I'm not saying there's not a lens array, but I don't feel that what I've shared is from the lens array up there. Okay. This thing right here is as big as the sun, this Merkaba ship, this interdimensional ship. It's as big as the sun, if not bigger, if the sun is truly as big as they say it is. And all of these right here also, let me do this. Can we do this? We can do it. So yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at this. So we can see it right there. You can see it. I can see it. We can see it. Thousands of them. Thousands of these cylindrical shaped ships, interdimensional, came down in Hawaii. And you know, if I could have got to the part where they literally, yeah, here is what they did. Let me show you what they did. We're going to watch it click over to what they had electrical interference, you all, is what happened. Let me do this. I want you to see this. I'm going to just put it back to normal. They had an electrical interference, and their screen shorted out is what happened. See what happened? That's what happened. It literally shorted out. Their camera shorted out, and their sky turned red is what happened. You can see the timestamp. It's 11:28, and we've had all that activity this morning. These interdimensional ships coming down is what happened. And the Merkaba ship, let's watch it, you all, because this is really interesting. Yeah. Let's watch it. This is the normal time. So you come over here to 11:29:04, and we're going to watch it short out. The camera. It literally, I don't know why it turned red. I thought, did the sky turn red? Was the sky red in Hawaii? But it wasn't, because I looked at other webcams in Hawaii. It was only this particular webcam right here at this observatory that caused the sky to, their camera went to red. We're going to do it. Yeah, they call them cigar-shaped ships. But I don't know if they're that type of, from the reptilians or those right there. I don't. But some may think they are. So you just got to wait for it to have its shortage. Yeah. Okay, I still seen a ship coming down, one of those interdimensional ships. See, that's, look at that. That's it. Then it got stuck on that, you all. That's what it got stuck on, this red screen. And what do you think that this red screen, is this their infrared lens? Is this their infrared lens, you think? I'm not, I've never seen it before. I've never seen it do it. Because look, we can come down here now, it's 1347. We can come down here now, it's 1455. We can come, oh, we're going to get it to where it gets ready to, they're going to flip it back over. So 1524 right now. So it doesn't stay that long, that red for long, but there was a reason probably that it was turned to that color. A cloaking color, that could be. It really could be. So we can't see what's going on. See, that's a very good, yeah, so it started at around 11:30 when they turned it to red, is what happened. Can I invert this? I could probably take an image of it, but right when you said that, bang, bang, muck, bang, we can try to invert it. I will. I actually, I can invert it. I really can. So 1522, let's see. 1522, it's going to get ready to, 1524. I want to see it. I want to see it click over really fast. I took a screenshot. I can put it in that thing and see what happens, what it looks like in the inverted mode, because that was really weird to see them do that. And I think there's something to it, because that's 3 hours, almost 4 hours that they did it. Is what happened. The Subaru telescope in Hawaii. Now it's 1524.56. So that's what they did. Okay, so that's fine. You see, they didn't have no trouble. They did not have any trouble putting it back to that at all. They didn't. Not at all. Let me see this. So I want to come over here. I want to cancel that, but I'll add that picture to this HD movie maker is what I'll do. And we'll see. We'll come over here and we'll see if there's anything on this right here with a crop and an enhance. It may or may not be. This is grayscale negative. Oh, that looks, wow, look at that. That looks really nice like that. It really does. This is that magic pen. And this is literally the inverted mode right here. Boom. You know, and if they did do that so nobody could see, I'm sure they made it to where you wouldn't pick anything up in that sky is what I think they would probably do. Make it to where you couldn't pick anything up in that sky, but that's what they did. They turned it red for 3 hours. Probably 3.5 hours is what they did. So I am going to put this back to me, and let's see how long we've been on here. I need to try not to do such long videos. Okay, that's good. It's only around 40 minutes long, you all. And again, you may not agree with what I share. You may have your own way of viewing things. I have my own way of viewing things too. I think differently than some, and some think differently than me, but we can think for ourselves, and I would encourage you to think for yourself. Don't take anything I say as whatever, because I'm human. Even though I'm a spirit in this body, you all, I have my own perceptions within me, just like you. It's good when our own perceptions align with others. It is. But I do feel that there is an interdimensional war taking place, and there are interdimensional ships out there. I really do. And there's interdimensional portals that have been opened up. And our world, as you can see, it's not normal. It isn't. It's not the same. Everything is changing. It is. But as everything changes, so do we. We change on the inside too. We grow stronger, and we become more alert, is what happens. More alert to our surroundings, and to what we have heard throughout our lives, and what we haven't heard, what has been hidden, that we are able to find out. So yeah, it's all interesting. Everything is interesting, and it's a journey. So I'm really wondering what's going to happen when my 4 years is up. That's going to be around June. Give a few years after 2022. June of this year is really what it is. A few years after a few years. You all, I'm trying to sit there and do this video. You all, I really am trying to sit there and look at this thing. I'm sitting here looking at this thing over here on the side. You can see that Merkaba. So I'm wondering what's going to happen when my 6 months comes around June, or a few months afterward. I'll be 2022. That'd be my 4 years, what I was told when the 3 people, beings, you can call them beings, 2 were human-like and 1 was an extraterrestrial, came, and I was told it's only going to be 4 years. That was back in 2018, around June of 2018 when that happened. And I was trying to see if that was like the same time, around the same time when I saw the massive winged beings coming out of the column of clouds, like they literally came out of a chasm in the sky, with like a 20 or 30 foot wingspan, all black, with reddish orange tips at their feather. The feather, they had big wings, big black wings. They were 20 or 30 feet from one side to the other. They had human bodies. They were dressed in black, and then they had like reddish orange, like a, if you could picture a cummerbund with like big old spikes on it. It had that around their waist, and then the rest of their legs were black. But then as it got down to the feet, they had that reddish orange on their feet too, you all, and reddish orange bottom tips of their feather. First, one gigantic one came out, and I thought, is that somebody on a hang glider with a costume on? That's what I thought, because it was massive. Hang gliders, they have massive wings, but I looked again and I thought, no, they got big long wings. Those are feathers. Those are humans. There's no hang glider. There's no pole there or nothing. So one came out, and then another, and like a total of 7 came out from the southwestern sky, flew right over me, and then as soon as they got off the border of my property, they disappeared in the sky. I guess they went back into the other dimension from whence they came. But they had their wingspans were 20 to 30 feet. And yeah, so I had that instance, and then the 3 beings that came down, and I was told it's only going to be 4 years. So here I am. It's been a wild journey so far. It's been a trying journey. It has. And I just got to keep going, no matter what anyone else thinks or what anybody else says. And I've got to share whatever I'm given to share, feel within my spirit to share. So that's it, you all. Al Sanchez, I was thinking about that, the Thunderbirds, because when I saw them, I thought, I got to find something on the Thunderbirds. But they literally had human bodies, with that reddish orange tips on their feathers. They're massive, absolutely massive. I did speak to one person who said when they looked up in the sky one time, they saw one of those in the sky. But it's okay. It's all right. Everything's all right. We're still here, and we're still doing what we got to do. So I want to thank you all for coming on here. Thank you for all your comments. And you may not agree with everything that I share. That's okay. That's all right. It is. And I may not agree with everything you say, but I do ask that we both can be respectful. You can disagree and be respectful in the same process. Yeah. So thank you, moderators, for everything that you do for us. I really do appreciate it. I do. And I'm sure everyone else on here does too, you all. And thank you for taking time out to watch and listen. I've got that video in a loop right here. I do. I think it was pretty cool. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, you might want to subscribe. You don't have to. You don't. And if you think you're subscribed, you may find out, well, no, they unsubscribed you, because they do that a lot. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Whoopsie. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. And thank you for taking time out to watch what I'm sharing. It's different. It is. But it's okay. It is quite all right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.